Welcome to Riley's Garden Adventures, and today the plan is a face-off. I'm going to put two purple tomato varieties against each other to see which one is the best. The legendary famous heirloom Cherokee Purple versus a new next generation hybrid Purple Boy. The first contender we have is the popular Cherokee Purple. Cherokee Purple is an indeterminate type with 10 to 16 ounce fruits and a maturity of 80 days. This tomato has been around since the 1800s, yet its origin is not fully known. It is rumored to be connected to the Cherokee tribe, hence its name, but this should be taken as a grain of salt. The next contender we have is the hybrid Purple Boy. Purple Boy is an indeterminate type with 6 to 8 ounce fruits and a maturity of also 80 days. This tomato was designed to emulate purple heirloom tomatoes like Cherokee Purple, without the downsides. It boasts a robust, disease-resistant package and claims to taste just like it aims to copy. Now it's time for the taste test. I got the classic heirloom Cherokee Purple on my left, and on my right I got the new hybrid Purple Boy. Now let's see which purple tomato is the best. Let's start with the Cherokee Purple, the legendary heirloom, and let's get a good cut to see how it's like in the inside. Okay, now how interesting is that? This is quite a dark maroon red with an interior of green chambers. It's quite meaty, but there is still a lot of chambers out there. As you can see, it's a bit juicy, and I can really see the juice kind of ooze out of there, and it's dripping even on the plate. So I'm expecting this to taste really good, as it is a big reputation. And let's see how Cherokee Purple tastes like. Well, that's a good tomato. Texture-wise, it's very juicy and it's meaty at the same time, but it's super juicy. Actually, based on how much juice you're seeing right now, this is the juiciest tomato I've ate this year so far. The skin is very thin, very pleasant to chew. I say this is one of the better texture tomatoes out there. Taste-wise, let me have another taste. Now that is a pleasant balance. It's on the sweeter side than tangy, and the tanginess is very light, but it's not too sweet either. It's more like a very balanced flavor overall, but a little bit more complex. I would say that unlike Better Boy, Big Boy, other tomatoes like that, it doesn't have that intense tomato flavor, but more of a complex smoky flavor, if you can have a smoky flavor from a tomato. It's very interesting. But combined with the texture, I would rate Cherokee Purple, I would say 4.5. This heirloom is one of the best out there. Better than Boxcar Willie, Cherokee Purple lives up to its legendary status, and if you haven't grown this heirloom yet, you should give it a try. But can it stand up against Purple Boy? Supposed to be everything what a purple tomato heirloom can have, but better. So let's cut open Purple Boy, and as you can see already, the shape is quite different. It's much more uniform and looks like a store-bought tomato rather than the weird funky shapes heirlooms do. So let's cut it open and see the interior. Okay, side by side, this is a drastic difference in the chambers and shape overall. As you can see, this is more of like what you would expect from a slicer tomato. Chambers on the exterior. It looks like there's 5 chambers with a little bit of seeds. Same kind of greenish tint. It's not too red on the inside compared to Cherokee Purple with the small chambers but numerous. And this one's not as meaty. So that's how it looks, and now let's see how it tastes. I want to see if this hybrid is all what it's hyped up to be. Now that is very different from Cherokee Purple. It's a bit sour too, on the sour side. The skin is thicker. Let me get another bite. And there's not really much sweetness out there. It's more like a sour tomato, but not to the likes of Green Zebra, or like the very first sour bite you get with a sun sugar tomato. So it's not overwhelmingly tangy, but there is tanginess in there. Now if I were to give a rating for Purple Boy, I would give it a 3.5. Why am I so harsh with this variety? It's because it's said to be able to compete with other purple tomatoes. And with how it tastes, being a little bit on the sour side with a very thicker texture, it's just not as enjoyable. I will say that Purple Boy does look pleasant in the garden. You will have nice uniform purple tomatoes, but you can't just beat Cherokee Purple. Cherokee Purple is the winner of the face-off. And there you go. Stay tuned for more adventures on Riley's Gardening Adventures.